Hello my gorgeous beings of light, welcome back to another reading. Welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, I am Daughter of the Divine. Nice to meet you. For those that do know me and are returning to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Okay, thank you for continuing to trust me, to do readings for you guys. We're gonna jump right into the topic of today's reading because I'm excited. So I wouldn't say a few months back, but maybe like a month or two back, I have this song on my playlist for the longest time, but I've never really listened to it. But the song is like Bad Reputation by Kelly Clarkson, and it got me thinking, like, what that would be a very good reading about, like, what is your reputation on the streets, okay? Because everybody has a reputation, whether people actually know you or not. Whether they just see you once or twice, like there's by word of mouth, especially when you maybe are involved in a community or you go to a specific place. Like there's a way people know you, a way people talk about you, things like that. So in today's reading, we're going to get about but it is going to be like I'm adding like a little twist to it because I don't want it to be like a boring what is your reputation about just in the streets. It's going to be like, what is your reputation in the sheets and on the streets? Okay, isn't that cute? I think it is. Okay, so this could include your past relationships. What is your reputation in relationships in general that have come through? What is your reputation in like hookup culture, if you are someone who does that? Or failed flirting attempts, like people try to talk to you, send them on their way, and that could be your reputation, something like that. So we're going to try to get into that. But the inspiration behind this reading is Bad Reputation by Kelly Clarkson. So if you want to go listen to the song, you can. It was a pretty good song. I don't know why I never listened to it, but I do have a lot of songs on my playlist. But for some reason, I felt the need to not skip that song, okay? So, and this doesn't mean that you have a bad reputation, just putting that out there, okay? So, group one, because this is like a word of mouth kind of reading, the tea on you in the streets and in the sheets. I decided to use these lip scrubs that I have. So I'm sick and tired of using the same boring old crystals and stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of new things to use. So I've had these for a minute. And this one for group one is Peachy Kisses. Okay. If you want to see all around, this is group one. Group two is Tropic Pineapple. And I turn it all around. Group three is Strawberry Daiquiri. Turn it all around. So you've seen your options, you're continuing to see your options. You can choose group one, group two, and group three, and I would most definitely be seeing you at your reading. Bye. Hello my gorgeous group ones. If you chose this Peachy Kisses lip scrub because we're doing a reading on your reputation in the streets, in the sheets, and of course that's by word of mouth, your reputation. So I thought it was like a cute little play on words or something. And honestly, I was just thinking about using something different than just crystals or other little things that I can find around the house, because I'm just sick and tired of the whole, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do something different, something more fun, and of course I'll get more message off of something that belongs to me. So Peachy Kisses. So immediately you have a reputation for maybe being a good kisser or tasting like peaches. Okay, disclaimer, this could get slightly 18 plus, so just putting that out there. If you're not 18, I don't think it's gonna get that bad, but it could. So I'm just putting that disclaimer out there. I ain't trying to get in trouble. If you're not 18, maybe refrain from watching the video because it could get slightly explicit. If you are someone who gets touchy when it comes to maybe more adult subjects, then you should dip your do out of here as well. So immediately what was bothering me about this lip scrub is that it has like a little crease here. So there could be something about you, I don't know. I'm hearing wrinkles. I don't know if maybe you are someone who doesn't really iron or you never have one wrinkle out of place. So it could be like an either or kind of situation. You're someone who's always finely put together. You smell good, like peaches, like fruit, stuff like that. Or there could be something that just stands out about you, a feature. Or clothing. Maybe you wear big clothing so people can't really see. I should say oversized clothing so people can't really see what's underneath. Okay. But there's just something I'm hearing one of these things are not like the other. So this is just going to keep bothering me. So this is something about you that bothers people, because it's just like, this is out of place. It's not supposed to be there. If they would have done their job correctly, the people who were packaging this, they would have made sure it was smooth. But did they do that? No. They had it all wrinkled. So that's just bothering me. It could be just a me thing, or it could be people actually do get bothered by something about you. Maybe you can come off a little untouchable, like I said, not a hair or wrinkle out of place, okay? But definitely something about kisses, because this is the only lip scrub that did have kisses in the name, okay? So you could be word on the street and in the sheets that you're a good kisser. And of course, with that comes the freaking line from Drake and Josh, where I think the one that I'm getting is the one that Josh says, where he starts mocking Drake. He's like, the ultimate sign of a good kisser. So I think that's the episode where Drake and that one of the girls he had over, because he had mad girls in that show, honestly, they were doing like if you can tie a cherry stem with your tongue, that's the ultimate sign of a good kisser. So they were basically having a competition, just who could tie the stem quicker. And I guess Josh caught them, and then he ended up trying it and choking and just mocking Drake and whatever, so that you could also be able to tie a cherry stem with your tongue, so you could be good with your tongue as well. So your mouth in general is something that you have a reputation for, and it could be for chatting. You know what I mean? You talk too much, or you have a very slick mouth. People tell people not to try you because you don't take, you don't take anything lying down. So people try to say, don't talk to her that way, or she'll, pop off on you or something like that. Like a very spunky individual here with peachy kisses. And peach is also the emoji that people use for the butt. So there could be something about your butt here as well. You have like a very peachy round booty. And it could be, people talk about that a lot. And from the front, because now I'm getting that song from Cardi B. And I'm sorry I'm chatting. I'm going to get to the cards in a minute. Where she's like, no, it's not Cardi B. I think it is. It's two people. Because one song is Doja Cat. She's like, if you can see it from the front, you can see it from the back. Wait till you see it from the back. And then Cardi's is, you can tell from the front I got ass behind me. Okay? So something like that. And this could be you it's sticking out from the front, because you see this is the front of the label, and it's just like, this could be like the hips or something, where people could tell from the front that you got a booty behind you, okay? So now I'm gonna be quiet and move on to the reading. I'm gonna put that up there. So lips already is coming through. You're a good kisser. You may taste like peaches, smell like peaches. You could like peaches, and that is something that people, equate with you. Then booty immediately coming through. So now I'm going to get into the, I'm going to try to keep this reading a little on the short side. But I always say that, and it never happens. So we're just going to see. Ooh, trouble. You guys are trouble. Because now I said trouble, meaning the deck is giving trouble, which means you guys can give trouble. You give pushback, like I said before. And then I immediately started hearing I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In by Taylor Swift. So you could be someone who's good at being able to tell if someone is going to be trouble, which is why your mouth gets slick really easily. Or people just know that you're trouble by the way that you talk, and by word of mouth they've said, oh, don't go talk to her, she's trouble, or don't go talk to him, he's trouble. So what is your reputation? We're starting off what your reputation is in the streets. Yeah, we have the devil. Oh my gosh, y'all are a mess. Y'all are trouble. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are trouble. Boy, let's see what else comes out. Turn that way. Immediately, for the first card, guys, really? Okay. And what I'm hearing as well is I'm hearing Devil D, okay? Because a reader that I used to watch, like when she would do her live readings and we would all just be there in the chat, just like acting a fool together. When she was doing 18+ readings, she would be like, oh my gosh, this person's like a devil dick, because it's hard for you to not go back to them, and because they're so good at what they do. So for you, whether you're a female or a man, you have the devil Vagine or devil D, okay? With this, that just came through. Now with the Hanged one, The Hangman, people get hung up on you. Ooh, yes, obsession, because the devil does represent obsession as well. That's your reputation on the streets, that people get obsessed with you really quickly. They get obsessed with your you know, sexual nature, I would say, like, you know, how you are in the sheets. And I was trying to start off with the streets, but here the sheets coming through. Okay, let me get some more cards for you guys. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. People don't want to leave. Wow. Okay, so the message is coming through really, really quickly. You're a good kisser. You have the Devil D, the Devil P. People just don't want to leave. People get obsessed with the Hangman and the Eight of Cups in reverse coming out. Like, people don't want to leave. Like, they try to find a way to tie you to them or to make you not want to leave them, kind of thing. Okay, so that's a reputation. People see you and they don't want to leave. They get obsessed really quickly. Yeah, like I said, they want to tie themselves to. And I just forgot that in the Devil card, we have two people who are chained together. Yeah, chained to the rhythm. People don't want to leave. Chained to the Rhythm is coming through. That's a song by Katy Perry, where you may get caught up in toxic cycles with people where they literally don't want to leave and you want nothing to do with them, but they just take it upon themselves to be like, no, I'm not going to leave. I like it here where I am. And you just can't get rid of anyone, because they end up coming back, and you know, you just end up in like a toxic cycle with people. So yeah. I just keep hearing, and you can tell from the front, I got ass behind me. So some of y'all really do got that badonkadonk. Good for you. Okay, okay, hold up now. And people don't want to leave because they just want to continue. Maybe because you're a very giving person. I'm hearing giving and fun. And it could be giving in like the bedroom as well. You're someone who is like a pleaser, a giver, and people love that about you here because they want to, you know, I heard tie you down and knock you up. Y'all are trouble, bro. I called it from the beginning, because for real, this is crazy. Okay, Six of Pentacles, they want to leave with a little gift if you're a female, because of course men cannot get pregnant. So if you're a female, they want to leave with a little gift. Okay, the way you left, you imprinted yourself on them. And not imprint, Lord. Okay, yeah, imprinting. That was a term used in the Twilight series for when you feel like you found your soulmate, you never want to leave that person, you're forever connected to them, and people feel that way about you, whether you feel that way about them. And I just keep hearing, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So I'm gonna get one more card. This gonna have to go to the side. I need one more card. Can I get one more card for what is their reputation on the streets? Yeah, Two of Cups. People just want to, whether you want to be with them or not, people want to be with you, because this kind of wanted to come out in reverse. People just always want to give you their cup, and it's always like an equal balance, give and take, because people just want to give to you because they know that you're a giver. So I feel like you may not get stuck with maybe toxic people. Even if you do, you could, but then you get stuck with people who just want to constantly, you know, give back to you because you always give to them. Like, you're someone who's like very kind and someone who's very giving. With the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups coming out, it's like a reciprocal relationship. They get what they give, you give what you get. I'm hearing you give as good as you get. So like I said, a lot of sheets are coming through before I can even get in the streets, but we're gonna put this over here. And I felt we need to put it over here. So people do want to, you know, chain themselves to you in relationships for sure. It's something that is coming through here. They don't want to leave. They get hung up real quick. And I'm hearing that song by R5. Got my heart made up on you. So people just, you know, see you, they meet you, and they get their heart made up on you. And like I said, whether you return their feelings or not, they want to stay where you are. I'm hearing wherever you are is where I want to be. And I'm pretty sure that's a song or something, but the song is not coming through. And now I'm hearing the freaking theme song from Gilmore Girls. Where you go, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. Ooh, okay. With the Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, you get word on the street is that you are marriage material. You're someone who people just want to see, people want to settle down with. And why are they looking crazy like that? Stop playing. No, I'm going to put them straight and then fix the camera. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because I hate trying to fix them to look straight, and they're never going to look fully straight unless I do something like that, and then they end up looking straight. Okay, so yeah, like your marriage material, your girlfriend material, wifey material, hubby material. People just know that being with you, they're going to be fully happy here. I'm hearing materialistic. So people, you may be, your word, reputation on the street is that people like to buy you things and spoil you, because that is what this Six of Pentacles is. And maybe to kind of win or earn your affection, they try to spoil you, because this is giving a story of immediate obsession. They don't want to leave. They get hung up on you. And I think this hung up on you is also in the song Heart Made Up on You. Okay? And I'm hearing Grenade by Bruno Mars. I just heard easy come, easy go. That's just how you live. Oh, take it all, but you never give. Ooh. So maybe you aren't a giver. Maybe you're a taker. And people talk about that, because that's what he's talking about in that song. He's saying, I will catch a grenade for you. These people are like, I will catch a grenade for you, but you don't care. You'll let me blow up and die. Oh, yeah, so you're trouble, essentially. And this doesn't have to be true. This is just word of mouth on the street. So don't take it to heart and say, oh my gosh. This is just basically what people think about you, or what people are saying about you. That you take, that you get people hung up on you, and you don't stay, even though they want this 10 of Cups and this 2 of Cups. For these two to come out is crazy. This is like devotion, dedication. People really just don't want to leave you. Like they're obsessed. Okay, so we're gonna get into these cards before we get into your reputation in the sheets. But immediately it was lips, like I said, booty coming out, hips as well. You could be the group that's always getting childbearing hips, because that's definitely something coming through here. The Six of Pentacles, me just automatically thinking that this person wants to leave you with a gift. People want to tie you down in that kind of way. They want to get you pregnant. They want to marry you. They want to be in a happy relationship, because they think you're their soulmate. So a lot of people out there, they think that you're their soulmate. Maybe you're able to easily connect with a lot of people. So people imagine, or you easily connect with people. And people immediately think, oh, I haven't connected this with anybody else. Rescuer, interesting. Yeah, people just want to throw their hearts at you. And I'm hearing Stereo Hearts, Travis McCoy and Adam Levine. My heart's a stereo. It beats for you, so listen close. Hear my heart, hear my words in every note. Oh. Make me your radio and turn me up when you'll feel low. This melody was made for you, so sing along to my stereo. Okay, come on now, relax. I think people feel free as well, which is a message that is coming through with the Hangman in reverse. They feel free to be themselves, which is why they don't want to leave when the time comes. And they could feel like you rescue them. You're meant to be the rescuer, either emotionally or financially. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, because the Six of Pentacles is the give and take. But people do still feel like you take their heart, and they're willing to, you know, die for you, do all these things. And you're just like, you know, I'm good. And then here we have a Lover. So Lover by Taylor Swift is coming through as well. You guys are getting a lot of songs, which is not unusual, but it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. I don't know if that song is coming through as well. Dang. People may try to serenade you. I'm getting, though, with the Stereo Hearts, you could be getting people who come over to your house and do the old gestures of doing the boombox over their head and professing their love for you. So you may get people who do profess their deepest love for you, whether you feel the same or not. With these two cards here, because like I said, this is deep devotion, wanting to be with someone for real, for the long term. This is not like just, you know, passing dalliances. This is long-term commitment 2 times over. People want to continue to get to know you. They feel like you're their soulmate, you're their other half, you know. You fill up their cup, you make them feel, I'm hearing, the most themselves. Like I said, with this Hangman in reverse. A Hangman is someone who is tied up, chained up, who doesn't know where to go, who's taking a little break. So people may think that you free them from maybe feeling lost, which is what this rescuer is, because this rescuer or this person is lost at sea. You throw the buoy to help save them and reel them back into the boat when they're feeling, you know, unstable, lost at sea, which then makes them attached to you and not want to leave. Interesting, interesting, very interesting. Okay, so yeah, we have rescuers. So people feel like you rescue them. People say that you're the rescuer. That's your reputation as well. That people have to come to you and you're maybe able to help them with anything that they need helping with. That they need help with. But you heal people emotionally by being so giving and kind, which then in turn makes someone to be fully devoted, borderline obsessed, or obsessed with you in return. So we have child divine. And it says, innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. So people say that you have a special connection with the divine. People could know that you could be openly spiritual, and people know that you are a spiritual person. So they automatically, want to attach themselves to you because you give up this divinity. I didn't even read what the rescuer said. The rescuer is provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. That's the Six of Pentacles here. But I do feel like people think that, once you make people fall in love with you, okay? Maybe purposely, maybe not purposely, but then when they are like fully devoted to you and want to give you everything, you kind of maybe run away. And then that's when that grenade song comes into play. So we have lover, great passion, and devotion. What was I saying about devotion with these two cards here? Yep. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. This is people. Oh, you guys are so cute. I don't know. You guys are still trouble, but y'all are cute. Let me get into your reputation in the sheets for a second before this video gets too long. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. So I don't think it's unusual for you to get people to fawn all over you and get people to fall in love with you really quickly. You could have that kind of personality where people just fall fast and hard and deep. So what is your reputation in the sheets? The King of Swords. You have a way with words. I do feel like just one conversation with you and people are just obsessed. And I just keep saying obsessed, and I keep hearing the sound bite of Rihanna that people made into a freaking song when they were asking her, how does it feel to be like a mother? She's like, I'm in love, I'm obsessed. That's people when it comes to you. King of Swords. And ooh, look at, hold up, nah. Let me get the next card that came out. We have Ace of Cups, yeah. Okay. It doesn't take long for you to get people attached to you sexually as well, which is basically what I was saying with the Devil card here. We have the Ace of Cups, which is like a very watery sign, and I don't know why it's giving me a lot of mental. I kind of feel like you give them like a mental boner just by talking to them. And like an emotional boner, you would say, like someone where you don't need to touch them, you don't need to have any kind of physical contact with them for them to get you like I said, aroused. So maybe like words, you use your words to get people aroused here with the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. The King of Swords gives me like peak dirty talk, okay? Because the King of Swords is you're not gonna have me flustered out here. A King of Swords, this is definitely someone who wants to be in charge. So you could be someone who's like, if you're a male here and you resonate as being a divine masculine, you are definitely someone who wants to be in full control of the situation. And when it comes to your partners, it gets them, I don't want to use the word because that sounds crusty. It gets them very, very juicy, I would say, with the Ace of Cups here. Because Ace of Cups is cups, and we see how it's runneth over, okay? And it's coming from in between the girl's legs, which is not very graphic, so I can show it to you. You get people very wet by being very commanding, by being very bossy, essentially. Just by conversation, like I said, you stimulate their mind, which people really love, okay? With the King of Swords in this card, he is holding sis by the neck, okay? So you have people in a chokehold, essentially. And it's the male doing it to the female. So if you're a female, you could be someone who does like, I feel like you give men what they need. Like you give them control, okay? And I do feel like if you are someone who's into maybe, what is it called? Dom sub relationships, it is what is it called? Exchange, you know what I mean? So you're having control by giving them control. So I'm not explaining it right, okay? So if you're a female, men love that you allow them to tell you what to do, because in the streets, you come off as someone who can't be told what to do. But then when it comes to the sheets, you may be someone who does like to be told what to do, and that kind of like gives them like a heady a feeling of having the best of both worlds. So it's giving the lady in the streets but a freak in the sheets reference, where people would never know what you get into in your bedroom just based on how you are in the streets. But then when it comes to the sheets, you give them full control, and they tell you what to do and you do it, which then gets them obsessed here because they never had that before. Interesting. You guys are an interesting bunch. But for the men, the women like when you take control. Like, it gets them very, I don't know why I keep hearing juicy. Is that a word that you guys use? I don't use that, but that's what I keep hearing. Juicy. We have 7 of Swords here. Yeah, 7 of Swords is kind of like coming off like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So you guys come off as people who are well put together. You're upstanding members of society. But then when it comes to how you act behind closed doors, it's very raunchy. It's very unexpected. It's very pulling the wool over someone's eyes. And it's like a circus. Oh, look at the circus in the background there. So I'm hearing contortionist as well. Is that a song? I think it is. What is that song? It's like an Eminem song. Is it FACK? F-A-C-K, F-A-C-K? Yeah, that's the song by Eminem. Where he's like, she can something like a freaking contortionist. And this is the song where he's like, he can keep going and going and going and going, and he doesn't want to stop, but he wants to stop. And then he's also in the song, he says that he should wear a condom, but he doesn't want to wear it. Go listen to that song. It's a very crazy song, but I love it because Eminem is just, I love him. Okay, so we're gonna see what else we have here. We have the 8 of Cups coming out again. Yeah, you make people not want to leave. I do feel like you coddle. You're giving I'm getting the feeling of being coddled in a way you've never felt coddled before, and it's giving the vibe of, because 8 of Cups is not the full gamut you can feel when it comes to emotions, but I feel like people have never felt this much emotion before. So they get the 8 of Cups and they want to stay attached. Like, oh my gosh, I've never felt this way before in my life. And they think this is the full gamut they're ever going to experience here. So they're willing to stay here and be comfortable. So it's like someone who has been emotion deprived, sleep deprived, touch deprived, finally getting touch, finally getting sleep, finally getting some emotion from someone, feeling complete, feeling, I'm hearing replete, which is, I feel like you feeling satisfied. That's what that word means. And they feel that way when it comes to you, and they're like, I never felt this way before, so this person must be my soulmate, this must be my future wife, my future husband. I gotta stay with them. Like, and they get very obsessive and attached. Because the 8 of Cups is not even the best you can get. It's the 10 of Cups. But people mistake the 8 of Cups for the 10 of Cups with you because they've never felt this way before with anyone else. And it could be very confusing for them, because the 7 of Swords is someone being confused. So you confuse people sexually, I would say, because this is the sexual card. Then we have Justice card. Okay. Yeah, this is giving more give and take. So I'm hearing you give as good as you can get in the sheets as well as in the streets, because you have the 6 of Pentacles here. I do feel like you like I said, you give as good as you can get. So I do feel like you give people control if you're a female, I'm feeling. And I feel like with a man as well, you could be a switch. Just giving very big switch vibes here, where you like to be dominated, but you don't also like to do the dominating. Okay, that's the vibe that I'm getting here, where it's kind of like a play on, I'm hearing a play on words, a play on control, where sometimes you have the control, sometimes they have the control. And then that kind of dynamic, it can get very heady, because like I said, you're getting what you want. You're getting the chance to be in control and dominate someone, which some people like, and then you get the chance to be submissive and not have to make all the decisions and do everything. And some people like that as well. So they feel like they're getting everything from you here with the 8 of Cups here. You could give very good hugs, which is something that's coming through here. And this is them kissing. So this could be, what is this? I think this is cowgirl, even though I don't know. Cowgirl could be important. The position cowgirl could be important to you being on top of them and kissing them. I do feel like kissing is important here for your reputation. People think that you're a good kisser, the ultimate sign of a good kisser. Okay, the Justice card here. You are definitely someone who demands what you want and takes what you want, and you're not someone who's going to allow someone to come into your bed and not please you the way you're pleasing them. Boom. 6 of Pentacles. Now, what else do we have here? We have the Judgment card. Ooh, you have like, yeah, you have a lot of suitors. When you call, people come running. Wow. Yeah. When you come, people come running. because we have the female here calling, and then all these, and I'm hearing, I can hear you calling. What song is that? That's a song by Juice WRLD. I think that's a song, but I don't know the name of the song. I think it's Calling or Hear You Calling, something like that. But when you call, men come running because you're that beacon. Okay, guys, y'all need to relax. Okay, here we have yes, I was gonna say this Queen of Cups, but I was saying you, someone who is also very nurturing. So you can do both. You can do both. You could be someone who could be very cutting with their words here, whether you're a male or a female, and people love that. You love control, but you also love to nurture. And people are like, wow, I'm getting like a very masculine and a feminine energy from you guys. Whether you're actually a masculine or a feminine. And look at the booty coming through, like I was saying. If this card is giving me someone who's very physically strong, or just like has like very toned, a toned butt, toned thighs, toned arms, someone who looks like they take care of themselves. Yeah, okay. King of Cups too. Do you guys see the way he's holding her by the neck? Like, what is going on, bro? Yeah, y'all can have people in a chokehold. Y'all be holding them by the neck and not letting go. Y'all be stepping on throats. All those references are coming through here, and people don't expect it from you. So you can come off as a quiet wallflower. When people see you, they see you as someone who's divine. This is giving like a fairy, or someone who has like flowers in their hair, someone who's very innocent. But then when they actually get to know who you are in the sheets, it becomes someone different entirely. And they're like, what? I wasn't expecting all that here with the Seven of Swords. So I'm going to keep going here. What is their reputation in the sheets and on the streets? Okay, wow, these are a lot of cards. We can go through them quickly. I don't want this reading to get too long. Have I pulled for most of the cards? I have. Okay, so we have Daughter Spirit. We have Daughter Spirit and then Divine or Child Divine. Absolutely, you have like a divinity about you, which is why when you come calling, guys come running. You have this angelic like magnetism to you, like where you shine in the room, and then when guys see you, they get fully like not obsessed but fixated on you. Where you can just start talking, maybe singing if you're someone who does sing, or playing an instrument here because she's playing the trumpet. When you start talking, people start listening because you have that kind of command about you, which is what the King of Swords is saying as well. And like I do say, you are someone who's going to make sure they get theirs, okay? Whether it means being dominating, you're someone who tells somebody what you want in the bedroom. And like I was going to say, Megan Thee Stallion here, this Queen of Cups card, and she does have a song where she's like, I'm going to make sure I get mine as well, you know, and tell you what I like. I don't care if I'm a freak. I'm not ashamed to tell people that I am. I think those are two different songs actually, but basically that's her whole vibe, where she's like, if we're gonna be getting together, I'm gonna get mine as well, okay? So if that means I have to tell you what I like and what I want because you're not giving it to me already, and then I have no problem doing that. Like, okay, so people love that about you as well. If you're whether you're a masculine or a feminine, it doesn't really matter here. Daughter Spirit, yes. Then we have Indecision. With the Justice card, you could be a Libra, okay, or you could have Libra placements, and maybe you can be indecisive sometimes, which then allows for them to come through and be very more dominating and commanding here in their presence or in their delivery, I would say. When they're talking to you, you could be someone who you don't know if you want to talk to them or not, and then they have to kind of step up to the plate. With this Indecision card here, you're wishy-washy, you go back and forth, you don't really know what you want, kind of thing. And I think this is more like in the streets. Like when you meet people, you can come off as wishy-washy, or sometimes you want them and sometimes you don't. You're never really completely sure or set on someone, which could definitely come off as commitment issues where they're ready to give you their all, but you're never ready to give them your all, kind of thing. Now we have Angel of Balance. While we have Justice, Angel of Balance. Okay, aesthetically, I think you are someone who comes off very aesthetically pleasing, for sure. To the point of you're just a temptress. Because we have Angel coming through so many times here. And I'm hearing Angel by, I think it's Shaggy. Now we have Envy. The word on the street is people are envious of you. So whatever negativity you hear about yourself, if it's not true, if there's no truth to it, I do feel like it's made up and people are envious of you. Like, because when you're in there, like, it's a lot about yellow. Like, your aura is very yellow. And I think that is the color. Yeah, that's the color of this, yellow. Your aura is very bright and yellow and sunny and cheery, child divine. You're someone who's very playful and childlike, and you like to have a good time, and that attracts people to you. I'm hearing a laugh with the trumpet, and you being very, you can have like a very loud or very prominent laugh that makes people want to, you know, look your way, be in your energy, be in your presence, and people could be envious of that because you don't call these people to you. It's just your energy, your vibe, how you act, how you carry yourself that attracts these men or women to you. And people are mad because of that. Let them be mad. Shoot. We have door to personal healing and happiness. This is what people think of when they come to, like I said, when you're being talked about, you come up with, you, people are being told that you're very healing and that anybody would be happy to have you or lucky to have you because you're someone who helps heal people. You help people people regulate their emotions, I'm hearing. You make people feel the happiest they've ever felt or the most balanced and grounded they've ever felt. Even if you may have sometimes, maybe you help people make decisions. I'm getting the vibe of you meet people and they're like, you know, grappling between two different things, and they come to you and ask you for advice and you give them advice. And because of how you were so kind and so loving to them and so giving with the Six of Pentacles here, you were so kind and giving to them of your time and of your energy, they want to give back to you. So it's like, oh, if you meet somebody at a bar and you give them advice, or they buy you a drink, you buy them a drink back, kind of things like that. But you are someone who does like, you keep it juicy. I eat that lunch. That's the song that was coming through. Juicy is coming through. Juicy by Doja Cat is coming through as well now. You are someone who's like very juicy, and I'm also getting taken to juicy. Could be, of course, like you get very wet or get very aroused. And people talk about that, and you taste like peaches. Okay, on both ends. But it's also, you bring out emotions in people. People are so, they're just happy, and you stir up little crushes and feelings of wanting more with you. Okay, especially when they feel connected to you emotionally when it comes to relationships, and they feel connected to you sexually when it comes to, you know, feeling connected to you. Like, you get people like very, very, very aroused. Like, you intrigue them, you pique their interest, very much so. With the Queen of Cups, emotionally, they feel a lot when they have sex with you for whatever reason. We don't know. Like, you give them like a come to Jesus moment. They're just like, wow. I've never, you know, I heard ejaculate like this before. I've never, you know, you keep them coming back. Sexual healing is essentially what I'm getting here, the Queen of Cups. But you always make sure you get yours as well. You can give as good as you can get with all this angel of balance and indecision here. I do feel like sometimes people don't really know what they're going to get into with you, or if you're going to choose them. Stuff like that is definitely coming through, and it makes a lot of other people, no matter what sex you resonate as, it makes a lot of people envious of you. Okay, so we're going to get into the last few oracle cards here about what's your reputation in the sheets and on the streets. A lot of wetness, a lot of booty, a lot of strength. So you could be someone who's very strong and you like people to contort you in different positions. Okay, you could be someone who's very flexible. You give people you're a ship in a storm. You know what I mean? You make people feel safe and grounded in a storm, because they could be going through, you could attract people who are going through a lot in their life, and you make them feel safe. This gives me the vibe of the group that I did in what do people find something about you, something in one of my first 18+ videos, and you were getting the very mothering kind of energy. You have a divinity about you, where people could automatically tell that you're gonna be a healer. Here we have love yourself first. Maybe you teach people how to love themselves first because you know how to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Your self-respect, absolutely. Your self-respect. You have a reputation for someone who has self-respect, and calling your soulmate. People, like I said, they feel a beacon, like feel called to you, drawn to you for whatever reason. They're just like, oh, it has to be because she's my soulmate. But I also feel like it's because they know you can give them something that they need. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. People feel like when they feel so automatically drawn to you, it's because you're their soulmate, and that's why, when it could just be because, can she shut up? When it could be that you're just able to give you what they need because you just have that healing energy about you. Now you have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I do think you have a lot of people in your past yearning to come back in. And like I was saying here with this Judgment card, when you call, if you were to ever call an ex, they would come running, because you're the whole package here. You are beautiful. You could have blonde hair. You could have blonde, maybe wigs, weaves sometimes. Maybe you should try blonde if you haven't tried it yet and stuff like that. But I do feel like if you were to call any of your exes, they're definitely were to come running. Oh yes, they would come running. They're just like, oh, she's calling, I'm going. Oh, he's calling, I'm going. With that devil D and devil P. Oh yeah, you have a reputation for being a temptress, where people just see you and automatically want to be with you, and it's like they can't help it and you can't help it either, because it's not an energy you're putting out. It's just an energy that you are. You just are this divine person. You are this rescuer. You are this lover. People could just feel that love emanating from you. They want more. We have I miss you, no communication, no contact yet. You have exes thinking about you here, group 1. We have, ooh child, we have time to celebrate. A joyous occasion or event will take place soon. People talk about how they feel so good in your presence. You could go out drinking a lot, or people would buy you drinks. If you were to go out, people would offer to buy you a lot of drinks. And just want to celebrate you. We have mask off. Yeah, you make people more vulnerable than they've ever been when they're with you sexually, and just regularly talking to you, having a conversation. People tend to just be very vulnerable with you in a way they never had before, which is why they end up feeling this doormate, soulmate connection with you. What the hell is a doormate? I was looking at door to personal healing and happiness, and I said doormate, and we had a card flip over. Don't leave me, not ready to part ways. And I'm hearing please don't leave me by Pink with a not ready to part ways. Yeah, people are never ready to leave you, but you're always ready to leave them. Or of course, if these people are, not the best, or emotionally damaged, or not you don't have to. That's the thing about you. You don't feel designated to stay with anyone if you don't want to be with them. You love them and leave them. And people are always crying, saying, don't leave me. People always, like I said, if you were to call up an ex or somebody back and tell them, hey, I want to give her another shot, they'll jump at the chance because they know you're a treasure. And now I'm hearing Treasure by Bruno Mars. But yeah, people do feel closer to spirit and closer to God and closer to divinity when they're around you, because you are someone who does encompass, and you encompass that energy of being a divine person. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there before this gets too long. If this reading resonated, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. Y'all are I like y'all. Okay, people just love y'all, and I hope you got everything you need. If you didn't, you could always get a personal reading with me by emailing me in the description box, by emailing me using my email in the description box below. I can't talk today, Jesus. Can I ever talk? I don't know. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. If you chose the Tropic Pineapple Lip Scrub, then you're at the right place. This reading is going to be about what's your reputation in the sheets and in the streets, okay? So this is 18 plus, and we'll get into some 18 plus topics. So if you're not 18, please scoop, doop, doop, skilly, doop, doop off this reading, please. I don't think we're going to get that bad, but still, if you're not 18 plus, or if you're someone who doesn't feel comfortable getting into 18 plus topics, then this is not the reading for you. I'm sorry. But this reading could include past relationships. Some past exes could come through, or what those exes thought of you, because this is just your reputation as overall. Some hookups that you've been with, or people who failed at flirting with you. You could have that kind of energy about you, or that could be some talk going around in the streets about you, okay? So with Tropical Pineapple already, I do feel like you're someone who, you always smell like fruits. Like, you could be someone who does really love fruit smells, fruit perfumes. You stray away from like vanillas or florals because you may not like the way those smell, but you always smell like a freaking fruit punch. I'm hearing a mixture of all the fruits together. You could be someone who gives off like island vibes, Caribbean or something like that, where you always look like sun-kissed and glowing, and you look like you just stepped off the beach kind of thing, with your hair blowing and fresh, and you could have like curly hair kind of thing. So I'm getting the whole salt water makes, or it's very good for curls. So you could always have like, that fresh, you're just going to the beach, and like very fresh faced, natural vibe about you. You don't have to put too much makeup on, stuff like that. Pineapple, you could taste like pineapples, okay? You could taste like pineapples. You can taste like fruits. You could, like I said, use very fruity lotions or perfumes or colognes, stuff like that has like very fruity base notes and tones in it. But yeah, people love I was gonna say people love kissing you. If you feel called to group 1, you can go to group 1, but of course you don't have to. There's a lot of people who are good kissers, okay? But people could just love kissing you. And I'm gonna like deep open mouth kisses, tongue and all that. I feel like you just taste good and smell good in general. You have like a very good like tropical vibe and smell to you. You could like smell very warm and fresh. The way sometimes when you're in the Caribbean, it's like a very warm smell. You could have like a very warm energy about you, or people just feel connected to you because you're someone who comes off as nice and warm and sweet, and a breath of fresh air is what I'm hearing. People consider you as like a vacation, tropical. When you, anytime most people want to go on a vacation to a tropical place, okay? And I just feel like the light is not on. Okay, so we're going to get straight into the reading here on, we're going to start with, what's your reputation in the streets? Okay, then we're going to get into the sheets. Okay, please. Okay, you guys are getting a lot of cards, and I know some flipped over. Okay, yeah, so some of you could be called to group 1 as well. And I kind of feel like we all have like a lot of, okay, relax. You have a lot of people talking about you. I always do feel like we have more than one reputation sometimes. Okay, so I think I was saying how we could have like a lot of different reputations out there. So what comes through here, like you could have many different types of reputations, okay? So if you feel called to group 1, just put that out there for the second or third time. Okay, now let me turn over the cards and see. Okay, a lot of swords. Okay, so I'm going to try to place these down how they fell out. I think the ones over there fell out first. I saw 2 of swords first a little bit. Knight of swords. Okay, these came out last, is all that I know. Boy, try to put these down. Okay, so we have 3 of cups. So your reputation is someone who likes to have fun. You have a lot of friends, someone who's very friendly. You could have you could drink a lot, or you like to drink with friends. You don't have to get drunk and sloppy, but you can get drunk, okay? Have a good time. Very good fashion sense. You dress very well here, or your group of friends always are the hottest friends in the place, okay? I don't know why I'm being called to this girl here, because there's 3 girls in the group. You could be someone like to wear like crowns, flowers. You have like a very mermaid kind of aesthetic about you, like glitter, sparkles, skirts. It doesn't have to be flower crowns. It could just be crowns, period. Head pieces. You like to wear things on your head. Because out of the 3 girls here, this is the one I keep looking at here. You could have colored hair as well. It doesn't have to be your hair, of course, but colored hair. Now we have the 2 of swords. Yeah, this is giving a little bit of group 1. So the 2 of swords is someone who's very indecisive, or someone who's a little bit wishy-washy, someone who doesn't really know which way to go sometimes, okay? So when you get drunk, this could be the vibe. This could be your drunk, or when you're drinking persona here. You someone who could maybe stumble a little bit, or maybe you're someone who's a little clumsy. I'm getting from the 2 of swords. I don't usually get this from the 2 of swords, but I'm getting it now. Sometimes you just can't choose. You can't make a decision sometimes. It could be when it comes to just regular everyday life decisions, or if somebody asks you, hey, what do you want to eat? You can't decide. Even if they give you all these options, you don't know. You could be someone who's just like very indecisive, or you could be the indecisive friend in your friend group. Or it could be like I'm getting the vibe of someone who people never see the same person twice when it comes to you. Because you never wear the same thing twice. You don't like to wear the same kind of aesthetic or style. You like to switch it up a little bit. Okay, Knight of Swords. You're someone who's very outgoing, someone who's very talkative. You make a lot of friends. This would just be you making new friends wherever you go. And it's never, but you never go to the same place twice. You don't like to be in the same kind of energy twice, the same kind of, yeah, I want to say persona twice. So you're someone who's constantly like changing up their aesthetic or their hairstyle, or it could be someone who's constantly changing up their wigs or like hair extensions, stuff like that. You don't like to look the same way twice when you go out. Knight of Swords, someone who's you could talk fast, you could walk fast. You're someone who's I'm hearing pushy. So like you like to get what you want, or maybe this could be the vibe of you not being indecisive, but you're someone who's very decisive. You don't need too many what is it called? You don't need too much, I want to say frou-frou, but like you don't need too much pomp and like, what is the saying? Like you're not someone who like needs too much or wants too much kind of thing here. And I don't usually get that from the Two of Swords, but that's what I'm getting here. It's pomp and something. Like someone who's just like uppity. You could either be that way or you're not that way, which is what people really like about you. So the Knight of Swords, yeah, someone who's very talkative. You could be someone who talks. You have very strong opinions is what I'm hearing. You're someone who has no problem telling people, hey, I feel this way, I like this. You have no problem disagreeing. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. You have no problem disagreeing with people, having debates with people, and it can be people you just met. You really don't care. Like if you disagree with what they're doing, what they're saying, you're gonna make it known, okay? You're gonna let it be known. So with the Eight of Swords, this is kind of like a vibe, I don't know, it's like it's giving like a duplicitous nature where sometimes people see you in one kind of way and then the next time they see you, you're a completely different kind of way. So sometimes you come off with this Knight of Swords, okay, where you're someone who's very confident and you just like, you have no problem saying things, doing certain things, but then here we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, wishy-washy is what I was saying. And then sometimes you come off as someone who's very like closed off, someone who's very scared, they're not open to go after what they want kind of vibe. Here's what I'm getting. I want to get one more card because I need even cards. I don't like having odd cards. We have 3 more cards here. We have a lot about cards about decision making, because then we have the Lovers card here. People could think of you as their lovers. Like I said, group 1, that's the last time I'm gonna say it, maybe not, but hey, you could be indecisive when it comes to like relationships. Like I was saying here with the Two of Swords, where people don't see you with the same guy twice. Like you are always like willing and open to explore your options. This could be you not wanting to feel trapped with this Eight of Swords. You're someone who doesn't want to be tied down. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. You like to keep your options open is what I'm hearing. That's your reputation on the streets, where you like to keep your options open. And yeah, you're just here for a good time, not a long time. That's what this card is. You're here for a good time, not a long time. If you're out with your friends, you're not out looking for someone, but if you find someone, that's fine. You're here for a good time, but the next time you see them, you may be closed off and cold, which is why people don't see the same person twice. I feel like you are different when you are under the influence of maybe drinks or something else. You're someone who's more open and friendly, but the next time they see you, you come off as someone who's like very cold and closed off. Maybe you're someone who needs you need drink to open up to get out of your shell. Okay, look at y'all. Yeah, but this with the Lovers card here and the Two of Swords, you are definitely someone who could be a little indecisive, or you just or not indecisive, but you have a lot of options when it comes to love, because the love is always, I feel like at any point in time you have options when it comes to who you may want to be with. When it comes to like a lover or something, you're someone who is just, yeah, you are giving a little bit group 1. Let me keep going with the cards here. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're someone who can come off as you can come off as very cold. Like I said, sometimes people see you, when they see you when you're out with friends having a good old time, you give off this 3 of Cups kind of energy, but then you switch it up really quickly and get into this Queen of Swords energy where you're like very, not like mean combative, but you're not someone who takes anybody's crap. You're someone who's like very cold and cutting with your words. You're very straight and to the point. You could be someone that tells people, hey, I'm looking for this, I'm not looking for anything more, don't fall in love with me, don't take this too seriously, I don't want anything serious with you. You're someone who's very upfront and honest, and it could come off as mean and cold and cutting, but that's the truth of the matter. Okay, let me fix these cards a little bit. Now we have the 3 of Pentacles. So we have 2 3s here. Let me try to cover. Why they have her looking like that? They have a whole coochie-looch out. You could be someone people want to see what's under the clothing. People love seeing you in clothes, but they want to see you out of your clothes. Your reputation. You could be someone who dresses very conservatively. You're just very pretty. And people just want to take off the clothes and see, oh, you look good with clothes on. Now I want to see you without your clothes on. That's what this vibe is giving here. You could be someone who's a little bit on the chunky side, okay? Because she is a little on the chunky side here. You could be someone who's very confident, and you're someone who's very straightforward, like I said, and you're not someone who is like, I don't want to say delusional, but you know what you have and you work with what you got, okay? Whether you have the best body in the world, whether you have the perfect body that you would want to have, you just work with what you have. And you're very confident in your body here, the Three of Pentacles. You're very confident at what you bring to the table here. The Three of Pentacles is very much about collaborating and giving, and you know what I mean, and giving ideas and bouncing off other people. So I do feel like you're someone who's very good in social situations. You're very good at making people comfortable around you. Yeah. I hope if I put her down there, yeah, y'all still gonna see her. Let me get y'all thing there and place it over so you can't see her. Now we have Justice. I don't know, like there is a duality to you guys, where you guys are like up and down. You're never, like I said, people never see the same person twice when it comes to being around you. People really don't really know who you are for real. They don't get a clear picture because you may keep a wall up, or you only show certain people certain sides of yourself, so there's never a fully clear picture of who you are and what you're about, okay? Yeah, because just for some reason people feel like there's like a blindfold around them. They feel left out in the cold for whatever reason, even though this is not the Five of Pentacles. I'm just getting the different meanings from different cards, which is like, it's not weird, but I feel like it ties into the overall message of people don't really know who you are, because you keep like a mask on when it comes to certain kind of people. Like when you're out with your friends, you're a different kind of person, and then maybe when they meet you on your own, you're a different kind of person, so they never really know what they're fully going to get. Your reputation can be like all over the place, honestly, because I'm getting meanings from cards where those meanings don't mean those cards, you know what I mean? The Five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold sometimes, but I'm getting that from the Eight of Swords, where people feel trapped and they don't really know who you are, how to move when it comes to this. So they just stay very still. You could be someone who's very intimidating, and people are scared to make the wrong move with you or say the wrong thing with the Eight of Swords, because they know you're going to jump down their throat here with the Justice card. I do feel like you are someone who puts people in their place. So people are scared to not what is it called, disagree with you, but they're scared to kind of like maybe disagree with you. They're scared to say anything wrong against you. They're scared to maybe even talk to you sometimes, because you come off as someone who's very it could be a little high and mighty. You have like that high and mighty. I'm hearing Queen of Sheba. People are like, oh, who does she think she is, the Queen of Sheba? And you're like, yeah, like, what did you, like, you know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe here, where you put yourself on a pedestal, and it can make people uncomfortable because they're not used to meeting people like that, and it can make you a little bit like polarizing in a way. But you're then also that breath of fresh air, which is what I was saying here with this tropical pineapple. You're someone who's a breath of fresh air. You're someone who's like very naturally pretty. I don't think you have to do much to look good. You know, you dress very well with the Libra card coming out. You look good. You smell good. You know, you have a good personality. But then I feel like on the other hand, you are someone who could be very cold and cutting. And so I do feel like you act different with different people. Okay, so now we're going to get to for group one. We were already getting things about in the sheets. I can't get that with y'all, not yet. So I gotta pull some cards for y'all. I do feel like you're hard to get to know. So there's not much people can say about you, as they don't really know you, is what I'm getting here. So they're just guessing. So they would see this card here and say, oh, she's this, this, and that, even though that's not what you are. So people don't really see you clearly. Okay, so what is your reputation in the streets? Okay. Hopefully we get more. Okay, these are a lot of cards. I kind of want them one by one, please, if you don't mind. This is also giving me the vibe that you keep your true self locked up behind this propriety, like being proper and, you know, put together. Like the person who want, like you, like I said, sometimes people will see you and you're the party person, having a good old time and drinking with your friends, dancing, like y'all the star of the show, you and your friends. But then the next time they see you, you lock that side of you up, because, or it is just locked up because you haven't had any drinks yet or something, to kind of open up or unlock that side of yourself here. So sometimes you come off very proper, and sometimes you come off as someone who's very fun. Okay. But you are definitely someone who, your words can be very cutting. And I'm not getting mean. I'm just getting like people know not to mess you or double cross you. Like it's giving the example of if somebody were to come and talk to you, and you don't like them, you're just gonna tell them nope. Like nope. Like don't even think about it. Nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? You tell people to right up front, you don't waste their time, which is a good thing. But some people may take it as a bad thing, like, oh, she mean, she thinks she's better than everyone else here. And she's like, well, because I am, or at least I'm better than you. Like, you're a very good judge of character. Okay. She's okay. So the first two cards that fell out here is this card. We have Ace of Coins. Okay. I feel like you... Yo... What was I saying? No. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. I keep cutting out video off. I'm sorry. Okay, so I was saying definitely you are someone who's hard to get close to or hard to really get to know, because this person tries to come and start something. Ace of Coins tries to, you know, slide in there. Brother, I'm hearing slide in your DMs, maybe talk to you, and you immediately just like say no. Like, get away from me, leave me alone, I'm not interested. Like, I'm just here to have a good time with my friends. I don't want to talk, I don't want to see, like, you know what I mean? You give up that kind of cold air energy towards you, where you're like, you're ice cold when people try to get to know you, like Ice Queen kind of vibes. Okay, what else do we have? We have Six of Wands. See, because Jesus Christ, I swear people don't know how to leave. I'm trying to... Okay, I'll be right back. Last time I promise. Okay, so Six of Wands, I do feel like because you do put up such a challenge to get for people to get to know you, when they do finally conquer it, it's just like they feel like they've won a prize. So it's because you're not easy to get to know, and you're not for everybody. So essentially, it's what I'm getting is that you're not for the streets the way some people, you know, you're not. So when people do, there's a lot of people that vie for your attention, but you don't give that to everyone. Ooh, why am I'm not Jesus, I'm not covering. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so this is like a very phallic card here, and I can't cover all of them at the top there, but I do feel like you're someone who only wants, you know, BDE only. So that if somebody's not giving that to you, just like, you know, go away. Like, you don't have what I want, okay? You don't have what I want, what I need. What else came through? This is the first card that came out. So yeah, you break a lot of hearts. You're a heartbreaker. People try to come with you with, you know, like with the high hopes, like high spirits, innocence, like, oh, let me go talk to this person, and you just cut them down and you send them away brokenhearted. Oh, y'all are mean. I'm not mad at it, but shoot. Yeah. Like, you just give up that easy breezy, beautiful cover girl kind of energy, and when people try to get to know you better, you're just like, nope, I'm good. You're breaking hearts. Okay. Hold up. Now we have the Four of Cups. This is a very hard card to read from this deck here, because I'm getting the vibe of maybe a lot of people only see you as a pair of legs, you know what I mean, to like get undressed, which is why you kind of like send a lot of people on their way, because they're not there for the good intentions. It's not, you don't pull down the what is it called? What is that song I was just listening to the other day? That Tamar Braxton song that got popular for whatever reason. She was like, daddy, 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 daddy. If I call you daddy, you know you're getting in the panties. That's the kind of vibe here. You only accept BDE kind of energy, daddy vibes, where people just like have that presence about them. Like, I'm sorry for my arm, I'm breaking out eczema. You like when they get to the emotions, then they get to the panties kind of vibe here. That's your reputation. You're not here for the wham bam thank you ma'ams. You're not here for the love them and leave them kind of thing. That's not the kind of person you are. So if you're out having a good time with your friends and people come approaching y'all, you're not giving them the time of day. That's not what you're looking for. You come off as someone who's like very cold and someone who's very bored, someone who's not interested all the time, okay? But when this person, you are ready to accept this cup of emotion from someone, that's when the panties is coming down, okay? But a lot of people could just see you as a pair of legs, And you know that, which is why you send a lot of people packing, going on their way, okay? Because you don't play those games. Now we have Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think you're someone who needs like emotions. Like you could be someone who is, what do we call it? It's either sapiosexual or it is demisexual, where you need that emotional, intellectual, mental connection with someone before anything happens with them. And then when it does, it's all over here. So this card, they come out in group 1 as well. We have an Ace of Coins and Ace of Cups. We have a Page of Wands. Okay. So I do feel like people don't give up very easily when it comes to winning your affections. They could try and try and try again. And I think it's that determination that makes you, that's a factor in who you end up choosing. Like someone who shows a determination, they're actually there to get to know you and they're not giving up after you saying no. Or you're like, you know what I mean? Like if they come up to you and say, if they come up to you like an overly sexual way, just like, no, I want nothing to do with you. And then, but the people who come to you with like a plan, like you're the kind of person who you want someone to have a whole date planned out. Like if they want to take you out, you want them to be serious about it, actually put in work and not just all talk. That's the kind of vibe that you guys are giving off. And once that person does do that, then you're more open and receptive to their energy. I want to get more cards. I do feel like you are someone who wants like a very manly, very chivalrous kind of person. That's the kind of person that you want. And when they don't come off that way, you turn them away. Now, for the males who are watching here, I do feel like you represent that kind of presence. Ooh, look at, we have Death. Stop. We have Death. Yeah, I don't know. You could be the kind of person that wants the impossible, but it's not impossible. It's just something you're willing to wait. This is the last card I'm going to get. Maybe it takes a lot more to get you there, and you need someone who's Jesus, look at this position. Okay, hold on, let me show that to you real quick. What's going on here? Like you want, yeah. I'll try to cover really quickly. So let me get the vibe here for you guys. You can come off as someone who's very cold, but beneath that there's a lot of emotions. There's a part of you that wants to be pursued. There's a part of you that wants someone to put in the effort to win your affections here. And it's not, oh, you're just always putting them to the test and you're asking for too much. It's not that. It's just like you're used to people who are just using you for your looks. And they're not really putting in the time and the energy to get to know who you are as a person. And that alone tells you that they're not for you. It's when somebody's putting in the actions to getting to know you, planning dates, putting in effort, like I said, it's when things start getting, gushy under the covers, okay? Now, here we have Death. You could want people who are only able to bring you here, and you're able to tell whether they will be able to do that for you, okay? With the Ace of Coins, you're definitely someone who wants to have relations with someone. When you're in a relationship with them, you're not just, like I said, giving the cookie away for free. Is that what they call it, or is it giving the milk away for free? That could be the code that you live by. You don't give the milk or something away for free. 6 of Wands, but then when you do give it away, it's like a triumph. Why I keep showing all the dang? It's like a triumph. Later. Yeah, and it's cause for celebration. It's a win and it's a cause for celebration here. And it's just like, and I do feel like once you do, what is it called? Let that side of you out. It's just like, you become a different person. You open up really quickly and you want people to be bending you over and all kind of stuff. Okay, so yeah, sorry for all the noise, Jesus. Okay, yeah, you are definitely someone who, when you do finally surrender, so you could be someone who tries to, what do they call it, top from the bottom, where you're someone who really does want to be a submissive, but you want someone to earn that. Okay, definitely. And when you finally do, like, what is it called, relent, I would say, it is a cause for celebration, because you're looking for like a big bag. Like, you're looking for someone to make you feel small. You're looking for someone who's going to, I heard end all be all. So like I said, you're not someone who's looking for like flings or anything like that. You're looking for someone to, and it's coming over right in the 3 of Pentacles. You're looking for someone to put in the work, to collaborate with you, to make you feel like maybe you guys are a couple, of partnership. You're not just someone they're not someone who's trying to be here for a good time and then run away and leave you. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to see. I don't even, why aren't you still here? I don't understand. How you say bye about 300 times, you still coming back? That's crazy. Ooh, visionary. Ooh, not Don Juan. Okay, hold up. Because I'm just getting confused now. This always happens. And it's always around group 2. Group 2, y'all have a curse. Because it's always around y'all group where all the noise starts happening. Okay. You have visionary. Yeah, so you have a vision for what you want in the future, and that's your, it could be the reputation of the she's. People are like, oh, she's asking for too much, and she wants too much. It's just like, or he wants too much. It's like, no, I'm holding my vision, like the card from that one Moonology deck, where it's just like, hold your vision. You know what I mean? Where it's just something that you just like, you know what you want, and you can see it very clearly, and it's not good. You're not giving that up for nothing. What is the other? Don Juan. Spotlights your positive seductive qualities. This is what you're looking for. You're freaking looking for a Don Juan. That's the perfect, that's what I'm trying to describe here in the death card. You're looking for that Don Juan. Like, look at this person. They look like they're trouble. You could like troublemakers. You could like people who come off as troublemakers, but they're not really. But look at the way this like a black, and the guy behind her is like a black figure. Yeah, you want a Don Juan. You're looking for someone, like I said, to dominate, to top from the bottom, I would say. No, to top you. If that makes sense. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, okay? Here we have child nature. Like I was saying, you have that natural, there's something natural about your beauty or how you look or your reputation, where it's just like, you don't have to do much to look a certain kind of way. Because I was getting like tropical for you, where you come off like nature, very tropical kind of person, where people just see you in this easy breeze, and you're just someone who's very easy to get along with. But then that doesn't mean you want to be everybody, to be up in your energy. You want to talk to everybody. Okay, so here, ooh, see, one of these cards is going to come up for somebody. Yeah, and then we have Hermit card here, where there's just an aspect of you where people just don't know the full, can't see the full picture. Because sometimes you come off as someone who's very fun, sometimes you come off as someone who's a hermit, and it's very hard for people to know who you are for real. Because you do it on purpose. You do it on purpose. It's like an ice queen, you're the heartbreaker, you're not someone who's just trying to give it all away. Like I said, give you the milk away for free? Or something. I don't know. There's that, you know what I'm talking about. Where it's like, where it says, oh guys, why pay for the cow when you can get the milk for free? Nah, you want them to pay for the whole cow. That's it. It's basically what I'm trying to say. 3 of Cups, bending over this position right here. And this guy right here, I keep showing it. I'm not trying to show it. Like, it's just like, This is people becoming, all that's becoming your way. This is giving me kind of like the 8 of Wands kind of vibe, where you have all this peen, I would say, trying to come your way. It's like, no, leave me alone, trying to bat it off. But then when you finally find the one that you want, it's just like, oh, okay. What is it called? Something away. What is it? Anyway, yeah, we're just ready to, you know, fully accept that person. And I'm getting like a very sour, pinched expression. That could be something that you can have sometimes when people try to approach you and you're not interested. You have like a very sour, pinched expression on your face, like you know what I mean, like with the lips is all like, no, not interested. I don't know why I'm getting like a Yzma or something. I think that was her name, from Emperor New Groove. Where you're someone who come off as really defined. You're someone who's very demanding, like, you know, the boss, the way she was always in The Boss of Kronk. So you're someone who's always the boss, and you're looking for someone to make you feel like you're not the boss, essentially. Okay, you want to feel small and delicate and female around this person. You probably only attract guys who are pages, and you're just like, I don't want no page. Where's the king? Okay, where's the person in charge here? Yeah, so you come up with someone who's picky, who you don't let everybody enter your inner matrix. That's the kind of vibe. Okay, we have community. This is a 3 of Cups coming out again. So yeah, you are someone, like I said, who's very friendly. You have no problem, like, you know, talking to people, getting to know them. But then when it comes to them wanting anything more, you're just like, no, I'm very selective. Please remove yourself. Thank you. You have appreciation. Yeah, you have you do garner a lot of appreciation from people. I'm hearing from the opposite sex as well, but it's like, you don't want them. And then we have Angel of Strength. That you're someone who sticks to your guns. I do feel like you're someone who's willing, who's able to refrain from doing anything for long periods of time, and just like, it takes some strength. And you also come off as someone's like very feral and just like the lead, like you have this very like, I don't want to say kingly if you're a female, but like a very like supreme leader kind of energy about you. And it's just like, you want someone on that same level. You don't want anyone below you, because you're coming off as a queen here, and the pages of wands is the ones that are coming after you, like the little boys who just want to sit here and play games, and just like, nah, you're good. Now we have Daughter Spirit. So yeah, if you felt called to group 1, go watch group 1 as well. But yeah, we have Daughter Spirit. Definitely something divine about you, very spiritual about you, where you're able, like, you have like this is someone who doesn't want to, you know, do anything with someone until you guys are married, and like you have like very strict morals and rules that you follow for yourself, which takes a lot of strength here, which is why you're coming through as this angel of strength, angel of purity, I'm hearing. So people just like, oh no, you can't get next to her. Like, for example, if you're out somewhere and people know you at that place, okay, and they're just like, oh, I want to, who's that? I want to get to know her. And you're walking up to them. Another guy, like, I tried last week. You're like, you're shit out of luck. No, you're good. And I was like, I'm still going to try. Like, don't tell me what to do. And then they come back 2 minutes later with their tail between their legs. Like, and like, what did I tell you? Like, I tried last week. You know what I mean? Okay, what other cards do I have here to pull for you guys? We're going to pull some cards from here. I don't even know where I am anymore. But what is your reputation in the sheets and in the streets? Like, you're looking for that Don Juan. You're looking for someone to rock your world. I'm hearing you Rock My World by Michael Jackson. That's the kind of person that you're looking for, that you're waiting for. This Don Juan person to, you know, give their all to the relationship with you and not just be there for like a one-time thing. Like, you're looking for like a spiritual connection with someone. This Death card, this out of this world connection. Someone who you know will be able to take you there. Take You There is coming through by 5 Seconds of Summer. I think that's the song. Take You There. I'll take you there. And you want someone who's going to be able to take you there. Okay? Shoot. Someone who's going to be able to... Where are you going? One more card, please. I'll take you there. One more. Let me try to pull these over. We have attraction. Yeah, like, you get a lot of attention. Like I said, you attract romantic love by enjoying this woman fully. That's exactly what you do with the Three of Cups and community coming through. You just be living your life and having a good old time. People just want to be in that energy because it's like a very feel-good energy. But then when they try to do anything, just like, you know, yeah, we can have a good time. We could dance. We could sing. We could do all the kind of stuff. We could drink, take shots, whatever. But then when it comes to like anything else, I'm not going home with you. I'm not doing any of that. I'm sorry. Because I'm looking for a certain kind of thing, and you don't fulfill those needs. Like I said, you come through with someone's very picky. You break a lot of hearts here. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. No, but you're waiting for this could be the one person. You're waiting for this person to make you feel that way before you do anything or move further in a relationship, especially when it comes to, you know, ooh, Jesus. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Interesting. What would this mean with your reputation? I think people do try to ask your friends, like, oh, what do I have to do this? Or what do I have to do that? And they're just like, they try to get your friends to help them, but it's not going to work. Because you already know what you're looking for, and if they're not giving it to you, it's just like, I'm good. But just always just makes them want to know more and fight even harder, which is annoying. Okay, hold up. One more deck we have to pull from for you guys. I'll take you there. What else? Ooh. Okay, hold up. I'll be right there. Okay, I was waiting for all the noise to die down. Okay, so these cards came out. We have Crimea River. A lot of releasing has taken place, but it's also people, you know, people cry maybe with your words. Maybe you have like like I said, with the Queen of Swords, you use very cutting words, and it may not be purposely, you're trying to purposely be mean, but you make people cry. And when they try to, you know, get at you, you're just like, no, I'm good. It's like, Crimea River. Like, you come off as someone who just really doesn't care. sometimes, like when it really comes down to it, and like someone's like annoying you and getting on your nerves, and like you're telling them you're not interested, but they're still like constantly trying to, you know, push their way onto you, which is like at a certain point you have to just get cutthroat with it, okay? So we have grateful. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Be thankful for the now. I do think you are someone who does practice, you know, gratitude. Because you know your person is coming, the relationship you want is coming. So this is someone you try to, what is it called? Someone who is looking to the future but trying to enjoy the moment. There's an oracle card in the Whispers of Love oracle deck, where it's just like, dream of the future while also living in the present. So don't get stuck of this future person. Don't get stuck thinking of this future person that you forget to live in the moment. You're someone who's doing both, okay? At the bottom of the deck over here, I felt called to look at it, and it has the World card. So I'm sorry, I'm showing all her stuff. Yeah, people do think of you. You know you deserve the world, and you're waiting for someone to give you the world, which a lot of people have not given you thus far, okay? So you come up with someone who's very fixed and set in your ways because you're waiting for that right partner to come, okay? And you're being very patient, and you're too good for me. That's what people think. Raise your vibration so that you may be in alignment with your desires. Absolutely. People think that you think you're too good for them. You're just like, I know that I am, okay? Because what you're giving me, what you're trying to give me is not what I want. So you try to be nice with it, you know? But then people get to a certain point of being a certain kind of annoying. It's just like, okay, leave me alone. And I kind of feel like maybe you attract a lot of freaking low vibrational men who don't know how to handle you. Like, you know what I mean? You could have like a very slick mouth, and you're waiting for a guy who's going to be able to handle that, or a female's going to be able to handle that. You want the banter, the back and forth, you know what I mean? And nobody has been able to give that to you thus far. And then we have praying, which flipped over, and seek a higher power for guidance. So I do feel like you are someone who's manifesting this perfect partner, okay? But you haven't found them yet here. With this Ace of Coins, you're waiting for somebody to settle down with. You're waiting for somebody to put in the work. And if they're not going to do that, and you can tell they're not going to do that, then you definitely tell them to just, you know, shove off. Like, go away. I want nothing to do with you. But you do have an energy where a lot of people want to be with you. A lot of people want to conquer you. Where everybody else has failed, they want to conquer you. And you're not going to let that happen, because you're looking for a certain kind of person, a certain kind of relationship, and you know what you want, and you're not letting this person, you know, try to come in and just give you any old thing. You're waiting for a divine connection, okay? But there's definitely something about you being strong and waiting for the right person to come and make you bend your will to them, okay? You're not someone who just wants to be with any old body. You want someone to match your energy, or to make you feel like, you know, vulnerable and delicate like a lady. You want someone to treat you like a lady. And a lot of men don't treat you like a lady, because you come off as someone who's very strong. You could be a pillar in your community where people just always look to you and they always want you to do things. You're just like, that's fine. You have no problem being in the energy. But when it comes to a relationship, you want to be the delicate little flower. You want to be the princess. You want to be the, you know, someone who doesn't have to do too much. Or even if you do, it's being equally set off or balanced by the person doing just as much. You tend to attract people who want you to do everything in a relationship. You're just like, nope. You want someone's going to be able to appreciate what you bring to the table. Like, people appreciate your beauty. These guys that try to come and, you know, give you a talk appreciate your beauty, but that's just about it. They're not appreciating anything else. Okay. But Three of Cups, yeah, I feel like you're a good time when it comes to in the sheets. You're someone who has a good time. People have a good time with you here with the Ace of Cups. Like, you have a lot of fun. Once you really do open up, you do have a lot of fun being what you want them to bend you over. You just want, like, domination, essentially, is what you're looking for. A justice, an equal give and take. You come off as this put together person in the streets, but then when it comes to in the sheets, you are someone who wants it dirty. I just heard here with the Death card. You want a lot of le petit mot, okay? Little deaths, you want a lot of those. And you are someone who is very playful in the sheets. People who have been with you, they know you're very playful. You're someone who's very giving. You could be someone who's very maybe inexperienced, because you are someone who's waiting for that right person. But there could have been some people who, you know, got a little taste, and they're just like, oh, I do like that. I like what you give off. I like your vibe. I like your energy. And they like to see you be vulnerable, these people. They know you have the capacity to be vulnerable here with the Ace of Cups. I do feel like being able to be open and, like I was saying, sapiosexual and demisexual, people who connect with your mind, intellectually. Like, you have to get to know someone really before you, you know, get juicy. Okay, Three of Swords, a lot of heartbreak, all that kind of stuff. I do feel like I've went through everything. I'm just doing like a little taking stock. Let your friends help you. This could be the one. Yeah, you are definitely waiting for the one. Okay. But you're definitely waiting for that BD energy, the daddy energy. The person's going to take care of you the way you take care of them. You're not looking for no slacker. You're not looking for no child. You're looking for a man or a woman who's going to be there for you the way you're going to be there for them. Okay? You want someone who's going to make you feel grateful to be with them all the time. It's mad bright around here. But I do feel like you have like a specific community that you convene with and you have a good time with, and you could find your partner in that community kind of thing, or you want that. You want to find a partner in a community where you feel comfortable and you know this person first, which I said ties into the whole sapiosexual, demisexual kind of thing, where you want to build a connection with someone first, maybe a friendship, maybe get to know them on a deeper level before you open up the sheets to them, before you invite them in your sheets, okay? Okay, so that's all that I have for you guys. That you are like you're a tough cookie to crack, a tough nut to crack. But once you do, it's a lot of gushy with the Crimea River here. There's a lot of water, a lot of fluids. Okay, in the sheets, there are people who are out there praying for you for sure. You're praying for them, and they're praying for you as well. But yeah, a lot of juicy here for you guys. When in the sheets, people know. Like you're someone who's very playful, you have a good time, you don't keep things light, but you don't want things to be too serious either. You could like serious as well though, because with this death card here, it's giving some serious, intense kind of energy. This is giving Scorpio, so you're into some things, and people know that, okay? You could be into, what is it called, breath play, where you have to hold your breath. You could be into choking, stuff like that. Definitely here with this death card, you're into some stuff. And you know, just not anybody's going to give that to you. So you kind of, you know, withdraw your energy to people you know is not going to be able to give that to you. People who come off as Page of Wands. Like, this is someone who you think you can give me what I want, but you're not going to be able to give me what I want for real. Okay? You may have people who want to kneel before you to pleasure you and give you what they want. And they think they're going to be able to please you, but they're not going to be able to, because you know what you like. And they're not going to be able to give you this. Okay? So that is your reputation. Someone who is very particular about what you want. If you're not getting exactly what you want, you don't want it, okay? That's what I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. I'm sorry for all the stops and the starts and I feel like every time I get to group 2, it gets chaotic around here, and it happens every single time. So I don't know about y'all, if y'all choose group 2 every time, or if it's just a group 2 thing, I don't know. But yeah, if you'd ever like a personal reading, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But if you like my vibes during this reading, join the tribe, like, comment, and subscribe. You could also be a really good dancer, which is what I was getting here with this 3 of Cups. You're a really good dancer to have a good time, and you want someone who's able to match your energy, okay? Yeah, join the tribe, like, comment, subscribe if you'd love to. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. If you chose Strawberry Daiquiri as your lip scrub, as your option, then this reading is going to you're in the right place, and this reading is going to be all about your reputation. Okay, so I was inspired by this to do this reading by the song Bad Reputation by Kelly Clarkson. It's going to be what's your reputation in the sheets and in the streets, okay? And this could end up including past relationships, your reputation in past relationships, your reputation just in general, in hookups, failed flirting attempts, like going out and people trying to flirt with you, and it being, you know, just what is your reputation when it comes to, you know, relationships and dating kind of thing, okay? What are people saying about you, stuff like that, how you act, how you come off in the sheets and in the streets. So already we have Strawberry Daiquiri here. Now this is, of course, a drink. So you could be someone who drinks, or you taste like a drink, or people just want to drink you up. They want to drink you down, eat you up. You're someone who comes off as you're very delicious. You could be very aesthetically pleasing, okay? You're someone who, there's something very bright about you, very red, very pinky, very romantic about you. You have, like, you could be someone who not identifies as, but you could be someone who their type, their aesthetics, like the romantic kind of vibe, where they're just like something soft and plush and innocent about you, where people just want to eat you up, you know, drink you down. Okay, you could also very well taste good in the nether regions, okay, in the vagine for your guy, for if you're a girl, even if you're a guy, like, you taste good, period. Okay, so now we're going to get into your reputation in the streets. We're going to start off with that and then get into the sheets vibe. Okay, hopefully your reading is more calm, Because it seems like every time I film group 2, there's always some confusion. It's ridiculous at this point. Okay, what is group 3's reputation, please, in the streets? Okay. I'm hearing you guys are an enigma, because the other groups, the cards are flying out for you guys. I'm not really getting, yeah, you're an enigma. A lot of people want you, but they can't have you. So if you felt called to group 2, you could watch group 2, even though I just told you it was a little hectic. Okay, we have 9 of Cups as the first card coming out, so you are definitely a prize to be won. I'm hearing the Jasmine line from Aladdin, I am not a prize to be won. People do think you're a prize to be won, though. Like I said, they see you and they just think that you're the sweetest thing. They want to eat you like a cookie. Like you're just someone who's very sweet in mannerisms, in manner, and personality. People just like to be around you. They think that you would be the perfect person to, you know, maybe hook up with or be in a relationship with. You're anybody's dream woman or dream come true, okay? I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to take a picture of these damn lip scrubs to put into the selection. Oh, Lord. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, like I said, if you folk, and Justice, okay? We have Justice and Temperance coming through, which kind of mean the same thing, which is balance. You're someone who's very even-tempered. You come up as someone who's very sweet. You're someone who's like, what is it called? You keep the energy smooth. You're not someone who shakes things up too often. You're not someone who's too loud and chaotic, but you're also not someone who's too quiet. You're like perfectly in the middle, which is why people seem to gravitate towards you a little bit. That's your magnetic factor, where you're someone who can do both. You could be someone who's loud sometimes and, you know, rambunctious and having a good time, but then you can also balance it out by being quiet and being more subdued and someone who just looks, you know, an observer sometimes. That's what people like about you. I'm going to put these back and see what else comes out. Here we have the 3 of Cups. Like I said, if you felt called to group 2, you could go watch group 2. Like I said, we don't all have just one reputation. We could have many reputations, how many different people see us, especially if we have different communities we come from. You could have like a bar scene, and one reading could be about how they see you, your reputation, or it could, one of them could be at school kind of thing. But this is more so meant to be like a romantic relationship. What's your reputation when it comes to like love and sex and stuff like that? Okay, so group 3, we have Page of Wands. You're a go-getter. You're like, but also someone who is like an adrenaline junkie. I just heard you're someone who's not scared to go after what they want. Okay, Page of Wands. That was also coming through in group 2. I'm sorry. We have 8 of, wow, these are coming out in group 2. Okay. And then we have the Magician. Interesting. Yeah, you're able to someone to speak. You can sweet talk people. You're able to get what you want. You're able to, I'm getting a different meaning for this card here. You're able to catch somebody in a trap. People feel very shy and timid around you because you're someone who comes off as the perfect girl or guy. And you could be someone who's very aesthetically pleasing, someone who's very attractive, someone who's like a perfect 10. To some people, maybe not a perfect 10 because the 10 of Cups didn't come out, but your 9 of Cups, which is the one which comes true. So you're almost perfect. With the Magician card here, I'm getting the vibe that you can get anybody that you want, okay? That is what your reputation is you can get anybody that you want. But you may not want too many people. You may not be someone who wants to have a lot of options, but you do. You like to go out and have a good time. You can go drinking with friends, clubbing with friends, partying with friends. You are someone who comes alive when they're around their friends. So you could be someone who's very closed off. You're prim and proper when you're by yourself, but then when you're with your friends, it's when the animal comes out of play. And I'm hearing Animal by Maroon 5. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals. Animals like animals moves. Baby, you think that you can hide. I can smell yourself a mile. us just like animals. So people feel this animalistic attraction towards you, which can kind of throw them off balance sometimes with the Eight of Swords. Just like, I've never felt like this before. I never felt this attracted or wanting to be. So you could have like a dark Lilith kind of vibe about you, where you put people under your spell and you don't do it on purpose, but people just want to kind of like ravish you, is the vibe that I'm getting here. I'm trying to figure out why it's not looking straight. That's better. Yeah, people just want to ravish you, and it's just like they don't know why, but you have this dark, not ominous, but it's like very like dark feminine kind of vibe, where you put people under your spell with the Magician. That's your reputation. People just like, I don't know why, I was just talking to her 1 second and then she took all my monies. Like, you put people under your spell because they just feel like they don't know, like you surprise them out of nowhere. Like, they don't expect anything from you, because you can come up, like I said, you come off as someone who's unsuspecting, someone who's innocent, someone who's prim and proper. Then they see you around your friends, but then, or they could just see you open up in general. Then all of a sudden you turn crazy and you turn into this Tasmanian devil. You turn into someone who's just like very loud and open and always down for a good time and having fun and going on adventures and being this open kind of person. And they're just like, wow, so there's different layers to you, there's different sides to you. And then sometimes you are this reserved person who may have like insecurities and you don't know what you're doing. And it's just like people get to see all different aspects and sides to you, and that makes them fall in love with you even more, because you come off as someone who's perfect. Nine of Cups, the perfect partner, the perfect person for them. And it's just like you put them under your spell by being vulnerable and being your most authentic self, essentially. You're not someone who has to put on a face, put on a front. Just who you are is just who people love and what they want. And this is everyone's perfect person kind of thing. Just by you being natural, being yourself. You could be someone who's very childlike. And you have like an exuberance and like you get excited over the smallest little things, that I'm getting here from the Page of Wands. Like, whenever you see something new or do something new, experience something new, people see a light in your eyes and they love that about you. That's your reputation. You come off as someone who's very carefree, someone who can be honest like a child. And I want my car. Why I want my car? I don't want to fall out. Like, I do think there's like many layers to you that people just want to get wild. And as I say that, we have the Moon card here. There's many layers that you have many layers about you that people don't like. You have like a very wild child, carefree kind of thing. I do feel like you're someone who doesn't care not how you look, but you could be someone who likes to walk around naked, walk around the house naked. Like, you're someone who doesn't care if anyone sees you naked. You could have like a community where you guys walk around naked. You could have been to like a nude beach before. We have a Hierophant card. I'm not going to put it down on the table because we don't have space for all of that. But the Hierophant card here is definitely something. The Hierophant card is definitely something or someone that people can see long-term potential with. You represent order and balance, which we had the Justice and the Temperance card come out as well. So that's not a surprise to me. But the Moon card, there's something about that you keep hidden. And with the animal, I do feel like there's an animal beneath you that people can tell. Like, look, and we have a freaking, let me cover the booties. We have like a devilish side in the water. So like, once you let your guard down and you become like, when people see beneath the facade of you being this proper person, they see that you're like have like a little like a devilish side to you, an adventurous side to you, a side they weren't expecting to see, something that's like very naughty, and it's like it catches them off guard essentially, which is why they think, oh, you put them under their spell first and then you kind of you something in for the kill. You brought them in for the kill. Let me get some sexual vibes here from you guys. With the Moon card here. No, that's not the right deck. What am I doing? Baby, you think that you can hide. Maybe you get attached very easily. And when they think they can hide, try to run away, you can smell their scent for miles, because you're like an animal. You have like a very animalistic sense to you that you keep hidden very well until you need to use it. Or maybe you become an animal at nighttime in the bedroom, is what they're trying to say here. Like, you have the magic wand when it comes to pleasing your partners. You're someone who's very adventurous and likes to try new things. Maybe you could like being tied up here with the Eight of Swords. You're someone who likes to be tied up and restrained. You know what I mean? And I just saw 1111 on the timestamp. 1111 for what's your reputation? Yeah, you show people this is a side of you that people have never seen before that you surprise them with here, because 1111 does represent like awakenings. So we're gonna see what's your reputation in the sheets. I definitely do feel like you keep your freaky side on the DL, which is why when they see you, when they meet the person who you are in the sheets, it's very like surprising because the animal comes out. And I'm hearing the wolf by the something Lee band, Spencer Lee band, something Lee band. It's from the soundtrack of 50 Shades of Grey. Like when the wolf comes out tonight, I wanna hit you, kiss you, something, give you everything you need. I want to smack it. So yeah, you're into some stuff is basically what this is saying here. And I will be right back. Okay, so I took a little break to use the bathroom. I'm back. Okay, so when I was in the bathroom, I was hearing the song more clearly. It's like, I want to lick it, I want to kiss it, give you everything you need. Calling out your name because I like champagne. You're gonna feel the vibe when the wolf comes out tonight. Okay, so, and moon and wolf, definitely something here. Like, and and the funny thing about it is that they're dressed as wolves. They have like wolves on their face. So I do feel like you're like a wolf in sheep's clothing. You attract people here with the innocent, bubbly, adventurous, innocent kind of vibe here with the Page of Wands. Someone who's just slightly interested. Like, you could be someone's, for example, if people are asking you, oh, so what are you into sexually? You're just like, oh, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, nothing too extreme. And then when you get to their house, you're just walking around the house naked. You're so comfortable in your body. You're bringing out the whips and the chains and the floggers, and you're bringing out the blindfolds, and you're bringing out the masks maybe. And then they're just like, oh, there was something lurking beneath the surface the whole time I didn't even know, and now I'm surprised. And I don't think they take it as a bad thing, but just they weren't expecting that from you. That's your reputation. You come off as someone who's innocent. When they get to know you a little sexually, it's just like, wow, you were hiding all this under there. Judgment card, this came out in group 1. I do feel like a lot of people flock to you. Like, all you have to do is call and they're gonna come running. Like, all you have to do is call and they're gonna come running. Here we have the 2 of coins. Yeah, I do feel like this is definitely giving like bondage, dressing up. You could be a dominatrix, someone who is gets very watery, someone who gets very wet when it comes to guys, okay? And you take them up and down like on a roller coaster of emotions, because here we have the, let me cover the boobs, here we have the ship, of course, here, and then we have the water, and then of course the ship is going up and down in the water. So I do feel like I'm hearing like contractions, I'm hearing Kegels. You're someone who's able to do that while guys are, you know, inside there. Come on, why is the phone always ringing? Like, people are always calling you up. People are always calling you up to maybe see what you're up to see if you're ready to go again, do it again. And we have two, this is 20 here, and then we have 2, so 2s can be important. Yeah, I do feel like you're someone who you're good on top, and I'm sitting here showing her whole boob. You're someone who's good on top. Like, I'm hearing you have Megan Thee Stallion knees. Like, people just are very surprised at what they get when they get you into the bedroom. Like, you give them like a sexual awakening here, where you teach them things they may have never known before with the Judgment card, because the Judgment card is the awakening card. It is also the card of like divine intervention sometimes, where things you can't help. These are predestined events as well. Sometimes the Judgment card can mean, so there's people just like, wow, I didn't expect this from you. You give them like, yeah, we have the 6 of Wands here. They feel like they won the lottery when they get you into the bedroom, okay? If you're a guy, you definitely have a big schlong, okay? And it feels like, I'm hearing they can feel it in their stomach. Wow, okay? So for females here, I don't know how, but let me use the other ones. Maybe you're someone who's attracted to all 3 groups. Now I'm having to use the other freaking scrubs to cover his schlong. Is like very big and very thick, very girthy, okay? Here we have the Ace of Coins, which came out in group 2, so like I said, and also I'm getting vibes from group 1 here. So I do feel like for some reason you guys could be attracted to all 3 piles, or you're someone who's watching that came from all 3, okay? Ace of Coins, I do feel like you have like a very FU kind of attitude where nothing can phase you. You're not someone who gets bothered by much. We have death. Okay, these are all the cards from group 2. Death card, I do feel like you're looking for someone to dominate you. Okay, maybe you're someone who can be both, like it's giving switch vibes the same way it gave in group 2. You're someone who, like, yeah, you switch things up real easily for people. You come up with someone who's very innocent, but you can also, you know, tell them where to shove it, tell them where to put it. I'm getting pegging here, so some of you could be into that. Or you may want to do that to your partners. Here we have the 5 of Cups. People are sad when they lose you. And you have like very cheeky cheeks. Like you're double cheeked up on a Saturday afternoon, on a Friday afternoon, because it's Friday. You're double cheeked up. You could be someone who likes corsets, but her booty's like very plump. Even if yours is not plump, that could be your best feature. People want to see you bent over, bent down. Your reputation is someone who's very, I'm hearing nubile. That's like, I think that's, what is that? Nubile. I think that's like a very feminine, very, you know, kind of girly, you know, more, it's not like fully woman. It's someone who's still like in their 20s, kind of nubile kind of body. So you could have, no matter your age, your body could come off as like a innocent child or something. I don't know, maybe small itty bitty titties. But then you have a big booty, like a very supple butt, okay? I'm trying to decipher this 5 of Cups here. Yeah, you're someone who's hard to get over when it comes to your sexual experiences, because people, like I said, you give them this awakening, this sexual awakening they've never experienced before, that when it's time for them to move on and leave, they're not ready to move on and leave, because the 5 of Cups is someone who can't get over something or someone, or they're very sad to go. And I'm hearing that song by Little Wayne. It's like, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. So this person likes the way you have, like, you have very toned thighs as well, I think. Like a very toned, supple backside. I'm getting jiggling, so it could jiggle a lot. With the Death card, you are definitely someone who brings people to the brink closer than they would like to be, and it kind of embarrasses them. People like to hold you from behind as well. And the titties is on display here in 2 cards, so your boobs are very important. You could have very good boobs, and people just want to grab onto them a lot, and they don't know why. Even if they're not that big, like, it doesn't matter. People just feel the need to grab onto the boobs. You have child orphan. That's what that 5 of Cups could be coming through as. You give off like a very sad kind of, I don't know, I'm hearing like a Lana Del Rey energy, like when you listen, the way you feel when you listen to her songs, like in like a very somber, sad mood. You could have that kind of vibe about you. Like an F the world kind of, I'm getting like a very, like, sometimes you're prim and proper. I'm getting kind of like an emo, alternative, goth kind of vibe about you. Even whether you dress that way or not, you could have those tendencies. Okay, so what more can you tell me about my group 3's reputation in the sheets and on the streets? Here we have child orphan. You could be someone who, you could be clingy, is what I'm hearing. You could get very clingy, and you may not want them to leave. Like, after the act is over, they could be getting ready to get up and go. And like, no, don't leave. And they're just like, oh, okay. I don't think they're taking it as like a bad thing. They're just saying that you're definitely someone who, yeah, you're also giving damsel. For some reason, people consider you like they want to save you, because you do have that childlike, innocent kind of energy when you first come off in the streets. Like, oh, I want to save her. I just want to protect her and hug her, or him. Sorry, I'm just saying her, but that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. But then when it comes to the bedroom, it's kind of like you, the predator kind of comes out. Yeah, and they're just like, wait, where did you learn all these tricks from? Like, where did you learn all these tricks from? How you know how to do this, that, and that? And we have accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So I do feel like you do have a past, okay? Maybe you have a past as maybe a prostitute or a sex worker. And people feel that about you, but they may not get that vibe, because you can give very girl next door, very innocent, playful. Yeah, like, still lighthearted kind of energy, and that's because you didn't let these things kind of break your spirit and make you someone who's mean and closed off and cold and callous. But that means you do have some tricks up your sleeve when it comes to the bedroom. So people just like, oh wow, how you know how to do that? Kegels and keep it tight and loose, and like how your walls move like that up and down. Like you take people on a trip up and down when it comes to the sheets, and they're like, wow, like they feel like on a high after they leave being with you. And then sometimes maybe someone likes to cuddle afterwards, or they don't want to leave, you don't want them to leave kind of thing. You want a little bit of aftercare, a little cuddles, and then they can leave, but you don't want them to leave immediately kind of thing. Here we have damsel. Yeah, so people want to save you for whatever reason. You come off as someone who's very like, I need help kind of vibe. That's your persona. Or you have that look about you, like I was saying, that innocence. And they find out beneath, I mean, yeah, in the sheets, it's like, wow, wait, I was expecting all this. Damsel, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. You may have had to rely on yourself a lot. Rescuer. What I was thinking about this card. Yes, you guys may have been attracted to group 1, group 2, all the groups. You can watch all of them. Maybe there are messages for you in other groups. You don't have to. I'm just putting that out there. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Act out of love with no expectation of reward. So you are always the person who saves everybody else. Even if you were a sex worker, you were giving that release and that relief to other people, and you never really got it yourself kind of thing. Which about this death card here, when it comes to in the sheets, you give people a lot of freaking orgasms, but they may not ever be able to return it back to you. You got to do it yourself. Child orphan, you could have lost parents, you could be an orphan for real. Independence, so a lot about independence. So I do feel like you do come off as someone who's very like, is it devil may care kind of attitude, but beneath the surface there's like a very strong streak of independence that has been instilled in you from a young age, where you were always taking care of yourself. And you have to take care of yourself sexually. So like I said, if people don't take you there with the death card, if people don't get you there, you have to do it yourself. So people are surprised at all the ways you're able to please yourself or pleasure yourself and them at the same time. So independence is based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear, surviving. Yeah, wow. So all these cards keep saying the same thing essentially. Now we have Fool. You're someone who people can't, like I said, you surprise them because you have demons lurking in the water here with the moon, and people aren't able to tell that you have all these demons just based on how you come off, because you're someone who's also very innocent looking, someone who's girl next story, someone who's someone's dream come true, and then when you open up to them about what you've been through, it's kind of like a whiplash, like wow, you have all these demons lurking in the water. And that could tie over into your sexual predilections, what you like to do in the bedroom. It ties into that with the 5 of Cups. There's always like a sense of being sad and not, you know what I mean, when it comes to that side of you in the sheets, or people feel that way, or just like I said, sadness when they have to leave. Okay, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Yeah, see how this person has a mask on, like behind the mask. I'm hearing Behind the Mask by Michael Jackson. That could be a song that's important. All I have to think about it. But like a two-edged sword, it cuts you and it stabbed me. All along I knew you were a lonely girl. I look behind the mask and you control your world. I sit around and I watch your face. You try to hide the truth, that's your hiding place. You say you love me, but it's hard to see, because when he's in your arms, you're throwing rocks at me. Who do you love? Wow. Yeah. People think of you as someone who could be lonely, someone who's a damsel who needs saving, but then you have that streak about you where you're someone who's fiercely independent. You don't need anyone there. So you have that, like, you know what I mean? There's both sides of the coin there. Like you're a two-edged sword. Yeah, that's a really good song with Michael Jackson, Behind the Mask. But yeah, fearlessly revealing emotion. Like you are definitely someone who can get very emotional during sex. You could be someone who cries. You're a crier. You're someone who gets very emotional. And like I said, you tell them not to leave. You don't want to be alone. Stuff like that. And like, wow. Like when I first met you, you were this, the Magician. You were the Page of Wands. You were someone who was very playful and open. But then when it comes to this side of it, you have demons hiding. They wouldn't have expected that based on how you present yourself. But then when it comes to, the sexual acts side of things, you could be someone like very emotional. Like tears, watery. Yeah, stuff like that. Look at him crying. Yeah, emotional. So what else are we pulling from? So he's in your arms, you're throwing rocks at me. Who do you love? A lot of people could see you with different partners and get very sad about it. We have indecision flipping out here a little. So I'm going to keep that and put these back. Indecision. Maybe you're someone who's not able to have like a conventional relationship because of your past. Whether you are resonating with the, you know, the whole prostitute thing or being an orphan. Because of your past, you're not able to form healthy connections with people, or you're trying to learn to do that. Because people, like, after all that you've been through, it's hard for me to imagine you knowing that there's some products that you know how to still be happy and laugh, and, you know, they would never expect that you went through these things just based on how you act. So your reputation can go around like, oh, she's not as strong as she seems, or he's not as strong as he seems, because behind the mask there are someone who's like very sad. Okay, so we have not Goddess of the Moon. The Moon card came out. Yeah, you're someone who's very yeah, I need to move at this point. Shoot. You're someone who's very emotional. You're someone who brings a lot of emotions in people in the sheets and in the streets. Okay, you're someone who makes people see the darker side of themselves. You bring out the darker side of people because you've experienced the darkest side of life. Like, so you're able to tell if someone who like, you're a good judge of character, essentially. Like, you're able to tell if someone has good intentions or not. You're very intuitive as well here with the Goddess of the Moon. But yeah, there's just something about you illuminating the dark for people because you didn't have anyone to illuminate the dark for you. Wow. Okay, that's deep. So you come up as someone who, you're not one-dimensional. You're someone who's very deep with the Moon card here, and you wear a mask. The way the mask came out in the Moon card with them wearing the wolf mask, you're like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, you come up as a wolf, but there's like a sheep behind it, or you come up as a sheep and there's a wolf behind it. Both. It could honestly be both. It depends on I'm hearing the atmosphere you're in, whether you're gonna come up as a wolf or a sheep, depending upon your prey, because you're able to tell what they like. Okay, I'm gonna head out. We have cornucopia. You are someone who's very, everyone's wish come true. And I think I saw 11 with you guys, and we have 11 here again, or this could be just 2. I think this is just 2, but it looks like an 11. And I think, yeah, we had Judgment card here with 20, and then we had 2 with 2 of coins, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, with the 2 of Pentacles, you're someone who's up and down, wishy-washy. You're able to do both. You're able to be both. And the way here in the card is not out of balance, it's in balance. Like, you are someone who's very, like, you balance both aspects of yourself so well that people can't tell. Like, if you're coming off as a sheep, they think that's all there is to it. That's all there is to you. Until they see the wolf, and then when you come off as a wolf, I think that's all there is to you. And so you come off as the sheep, and you're crying, and you're being emotional and open with them. Okay, yeah. So people really have like indecision when it comes to, they don't know who they're gonna get or who you are, essentially, or where they're gonna go when they do anything with you. Now we have attachment. You could have attachment issues, like I was saying. You get very attached, and oh, that's crazy that I picked this up. Yeah, and you don't want to let people go. You can get attached very easily. We have deceit. People feel like you deceive them, and it doesn't have to be like in a very bad way. Like I said, you don't come off as, when it comes to who you are on the streets and who you are on the sheets, it doesn't add up, kind of thing, because you're like 2 different people. Like, I do feel like maybe you come off as someone who's like strong and you don't need anyone, kind of thing. But then when it comes to like when you have sex with people, you get very attached very easily. And they're like, wow, I didn't expect this from you. I thought you were someone who could handle, you know, wham bam, thank you, man. But you're really not, because you get attached. And here we have man holding a coin. You could attract a lot of guys who want to take care of you, like I said, because you come off as this damsel. And they may not be turned off by this whole you being, you know, not who you say you are, but you don't show your full cards at once. You kind of like to keep things to the imagination, be a surprise, and that's exciting for them. I just heard, okay, interesting. But with this, that definitely needs to stay there. But with this man holding a coin, you attract people who have who want to take care of you, who have the financial means to take care of you. That's the kind of people that you attract, or that's the kind of people that you want. People could think that you're like a gold digger or something because you only attract guys with the money. It's like, oh, that's all she likes. It's like, that's what I attract. What you want me to do? Turn them away and say no? It's giving hater. Because you can't do it, I can't do it. Because they don't want you and they want me, I can't do it. And all of a sudden I'm a gold digger? No. You attract people who want to take care of you. Very like fatherly, daddy kind of figures here. And I did get that energy from the death card in the last group. So like I said, you could also want to watch group 2 or group 1 if you felt called to more than one group. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Yeah, people say that you aren't who you say you are. And I'm hearing that song, if you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. I forgot what song that is. Well, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I don't think you have a problem expressing your love. With the moon card here, you're definitely someone who's in tune and in touch with their feelings very deeply and very heavily here. Like I said, sometimes you, like in the sheets, you be crying and people are like, oh, she's a crybaby, kind of thing. That could be your reputation, whether they say it to other people or not. That's just what your reputation is coming off based on the experiences you've had or the people you've been with. They're thinking that, oh, you're a crybaby. You have attachment issues. You may have daddy issues, stuff like that. And because of that, you're looking for this person to take care of you here with the death card here and the man holding the coin. But yeah, you're definitely someone who's in touch with your emotions and your intuition. But then you're also people's dream come true. Like you're giving very much girl next door, wallflower to some people, and you're giving like a vixen to other people. Yeah. But it just depends on the person, is what I'm hearing. It depends on the person. Okay, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Maybe you have been traumatized by coming from a background where things were overly spiritual or overly religious, and you had a hard time figuring out who you were, or reconciling yourself and the things that you may want in the bedroom or in the sheets with who you grew up, like who you were supposed to be, essentially, how you grew up being told you were supposed to act. You have a hard time reconciling those feelings with who you are, which is why sometimes you come off as a little sheep, and then sometimes you come off as a wolf, depending on the environment that you're in. I see y'all, as you should. Now we have let go of control issues. You may have control issues because you always had to be in control, so you have a hard time releasing control in relationships with other people. So I feel like there's like a collection of different people in this group. So like I said, but please only take what resonates. Like you could have control issues, some of you could have daddy issues, some of you could have attachment issues, some of you could want you a little sugar daddy, and that's the kind of people you attract. You keep things very, sexual, and you don't want anything more, but then sometimes you do. You know what I mean? It depends on the person. That really depends on who you're with, and that's who the person is going to come out. It depends who you're with, and that's who you're going to be. Something like that. I don't know why I can't explain. Children, your love life is being affected by children, so you could attract fathers, because like I said, you may have daddy issues here, or children could be a factor. Your childhood could be a factor. Inner child definitely coming through heavy here. And then the last card we have is codependency. Yeah, definitely. I was in attachment. I just keep hearing, if you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. Codependency. Let me read what it says. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I do think you can get attached very quickly, especially when you take things to the next level and you start sharing a bed with someone, that you get attached more quickly. And like, oh, this is not how I thought it would be, because you were someone who came up as independent, or if you were someone who came up as very, like I said, now I'm confusing my file. We have SEX. Desiring a physical, intimate connection, sacred energy exchange. This is the kind of reputation that you have in the streets and in the sheets. So some people could know that you used to be maybe a sex worker or something, and some people don't. So it just depends. But you have that kind of, that vibe of like having a very maybe healthy sexual relationship with yourself and others. You're not afraid to be who you are. We have you're too good for me. Raise your vibration so that you may be in alignment with your desires. People may think that you're hard to get close to, hard to get to know. This would come on another group. It was either group 1 or group 2. So like I said, if you felt called, you can watch those. We have I miss you. You have a lot of people in your past that miss you. This is definitely from group 1. We have It's Too Late to Apologize. That song is coming through by It's Too Late to Apologize. What song is that? I mean, who sings that? It's too late. I think it begins with a D. It's too late to apologize. Day. Yeah. Something. It's right there, but it's not coming to me. You don't need an apology. The best closure is moving forward in your past. So there's going to be some people who did you dirty in the past and they're willing to come back and, you know, apologize. Just like, no, I'm good. Like, I've moved on. Good night. Have a good day. But they still miss you. We have Crimea River came out in group 2. A lot of releasing is taking place for you, for sure. Especially to get over these hang-ups you may have had from, you know, maybe childhood or having a traumatic childhood. There could have been some, you know, maybe sexual abuse involved here or something along those lines. You were either a sex worker and you didn't understand what healthy sex was, or you were someone who didn't know what healthy sex was because you were abused that way as a child, something. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate at all, leave it alone. But I'm definitely getting that vibe here with attachment and deceit. Like, you try to come off as someone who has it all together, but you really don't sometimes. Now we have I need more. What worked in the past is no longer working. Maybe this energy of only being like okay with sexual relationships is not working for you anymore. So you're looking for something more stable and grounded. Which is why sometimes people get, you know, caught off guard when you showcase different aspects of your personality, because you've been through a lot. You've been through some things. Now we have the last card is what the F. Ground yourself to understand the chaos. Yeah, people get caught off guard, especially when you tell them what you've been through. It's like, wow, like you're so strong. I didn't think you would have anything wrong with you, because some people have the ideology that only strong people can be people who've never been through anything, and people who have had the best perfect life, and they come off as, you know, well put together and happy and grounded and well rounded. Just like, no, some people had to be strong. They had no other choice but to be strong. So when you see somebody who's strong and beautiful and courageous and still has that childlike, you know, exuberance and demeanor and energy about them, and then you finally learn that they may have some, you know, predilections when it comes to sexual things because of what they've been through in the past, you're like, oh wow, okay, now it makes sense. Or I didn't think someone who came off so strong would have these, you know, emotional hang-ups, stuff like that. Some people have like weird, it depends who you're messing with, because some people really just don't understand that life be life, and sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, and you gotta do what works for you. Okay, so if you need help, get the help, kind of thing. But they're just like, what, I wasn't expecting this for you. You tell them what has happened, and they're either like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. They're like, oh wow, like, oh, you know, it makes them run kind of thing. It could be either or. So I'm definitely trying to cover that up. Okay, put this one back. So that's all what I have for you guys. Your reputation is someone who is innocent, who's sweet, someone who's strong, someone who's fierce, someone who's very childlike and innocent as well. But then when it comes to, you know, in the sheets, you could be into some things like some very, you know, brutal, like compact things, and it's like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that from you and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, if this is the group for you, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you could be into impact play and stuff like that. You could use sex as a way to get close to people. There are some people from your past who miss you, your reputation. They miss what you was giving them. They can say what they at though, because it's too late to apologize. Okay, so I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you here. Why not? If you like a personal reading, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're seeing this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.